You had a game yet?
Yeah, it's going.
I'll score it.
All right, here we go. The Hawks taking the ice in their new Westonka uniforms. Lizzie Callahan taking the face-off. We're going to start the season here. Here we go. Puck gets chipped into the zone. Omen after it. She pops it over to Butler. Butler to Kohler. Kohler goes between the legs, trying to break out. Here they come. Kohler into the zone. Some speed. She fires one in, centers it. Moline had it go off her stick. Ullman, she'll blast one in. There's a shot kicked away. Hit a Litchfield player out front. Callahan drops it to Butler. Butler gets hit into the wall, slips a little bit. She regains her balance. Butler into the corner. Chucks it back into Moline. Moline and Kohler going to collide there. Ullman's going to crash down, keep the puck in, hold the wall. Callahan holding the top. Moline out front. Has it deflected back to the point. Butler launches one in. Bouncing shot. Hawks with some good zone pressure. Callahan in the corner gets knocked off the puck. Callahan battling in the corner. Litchfield works it out. There's a nice. We'll set it back here. Up to Georgia Harmer. Georgia Harmer now streaking in. She puts her shoulder down, gets past the blue line. She'll fire one in. There's a shot saved by Litchfield. I think that's Brooke Hendricks, number 8. Or I'm sorry, that's Hazel Sturgis. She had the puck for a minute. Here comes Litchfield breaking out. They're going to fire it in on net. In goal tonight to start is Savannah. And icing on the Hawks. $15 minutes, 2 minutes gone by here in the first. Hawks. Here comes the Hawks. 20, Johnson. She flips it in. Kicks it into gear into the corner. Tries to dig it out of there. Litchfield with it now. Up to 18. I don't know. Oh, that's Greta Bodie. New number for Greta. Greta and Allie Butler out there right now. Allie working the wall here. Working the wall. Pushing it forward. Greta dancing through the red line. She breaks into the zone. Bolts into the corner, looking for a center. Ooh, there's a centering pass. Johnson out front. Hawks with a good opportunity. Nice centering action there. Greta looking over to Allie. Ooh, nice up the ice pass. Looks over to Johnson. Johnson floats it into the zone deep. Good play by Johnson. Here come the Hawks. Changing out. Breaking through is Kohler. Kohler dove in there. Oh, back out to the point. No one there. Ullman will race after it. Puts on the brakes. Looks up to Moline. Fires it to Moline. Moline. She pushes it up. Tries to gain the red line. It gets pushed back. Callahan working along the wall with Ullman. Puck comes back. Emma Butler. She turns the corner. Off Kohler's stick. Up the ice it goes. Moline after it now with Callahan. Putting the pressure on. Litchfield quickly circled around in the corner behind the net. Litchfield breaking out. They do. Ullman looks around. Looks up ice. Gets some speed. Puts the brakes on. Back to Butler. Ullman looking up ice. Floats it up to 42. That's Elin Dahl. Puck's loose out front there for a second. Georgia Harmer battling against the wall for it. Here comes Litchfield. 12-13 left in the first period. Hawks, say, controlling a lot of the play. Puck's loose, getting kicked around. Johnson fires one in. That's a save. Score! Alice Terwilliger buries that one out front. Caitlin Johnson will get the assist. Loose puck out front, buried. Hawks go up 1. Shots on goal. Rebound, score. Neighbor, tip out front. Johnson active in front of the net. Puck's loose again. Callahan looking to clean that up. Bodie crashes down. She fires one in. That's deflected wide. Callahan behind the net. Surveys. Tries to center it to Malin Dempsey. Callahan tied up. She works into the zone. Callahan pushing it forward. Puck comes out of the zone. Allie Butler picks up the pieces. That's tipped. Probably no icing. It didn't get there. Litchfield working it behind the net. Quickly surrounded by Moline. Callahan working it. Omen will spin back. Survey. Up the wall she goes to Moline. Moline looking for Callahan. They work in. Dumped in by Moline. Good aggressive play there in the corner by Kohler to disrupt that exit chance by Litchfield. Oh, that's a check. Kohler put her shoulder down. Can't lower her shoulder. Kohler heading to the timeout space. So Hawks will have to kill one off here. Hawks on the kill. Here comes a shot from the point. Bounced to the side. 2 minutes checking for Kohler. That was somewhat of an easy call there. Nice play by Allie. Strong stick play. They score. Litchfield ties it 1-1. Capitalizing on that power play, Litchfield flung one in to the middle of the ice. Looked like it hit off a skate, deflected, and they dug it out of the corner there. Litchfield player kind of wasn't like it looked like a shot. It looked like more of a pass into the center and maybe caught a skate and puck lucked in. So we got a 1-1 game here with 9:40 left in the first period. That's a nice. How are you? Puck comes in deep. Sky, knee neighbor, kicks it out of there. Chips it ahead. Hawks first to the scene. Into the corner. There's a centering pass. Butler fires it. Nice shot by Butler. Couldn't connect. She came screaming down the middle of the ice. Terwilliger battling in the corner. She tries to center it. Looking up to her D, and it goes beyond her D partners. Trying to chip it out. Terwilliger punches it out. Can't quite get it out. Puck's going to come back in. Butler on it. Terwilliger battling. She puts his shoulder down. Neighbor trying to center it or get it across the red line and can't. Callahan off the bench. Here comes Lizzie. She gets hooked. She flies into the zone, backs off. Lizzie working it in. She gets taken down. No call. A little bit of a stick play there. Kohler spinning around the top. Leaves it for Butler. Butler tries to leave it for Callahan. Alley into the corner. Gets shoved there a little high. Greta pushing down and in. Johnson now with it up on top. She's going to fire one in. Oh, there's a shot. Puck's loose. No one knows where it is. Good pressure there by the Hawks. Butler with a good play. Moline on the other side. Moline trying to push down up to Marion. Marion looks around, pushes it over. Oh, a little bit of communication here. Moline back to Butler. Omen. Omen up the sidewall. Litchfield drops it in deep off the back of the net. They get Hawks reset. Chipped ahead. That's a nice. Seven minutes left here in the first period. 1-1. Neighbor trying to dig it out of the corner. Litchfield throws it back in. Greta Bodie into the corner. Trying to get it out. Hawks scooped up by Neighbor. She'll spin around the backside. Put the brakes on. Look back to Greta. Up to Hawks struggling a little bit here to get it out. There it goes. There's a chip. Nice chip ahead to Georgia. Whoops. Georgia Harmer. She loses an edge there. Gets back up. Puck still behind the net. Neighbor pressures down. Trying to keep it in and hold the line. Litchfield hacking at it. Georgia centers it. No traffic in front. Litchfield breaking out. 2-on-2. Hawks trying to skate back. Number 4 gets through the D. There's a shot deflected. Puck's in the middle there. There's a shot. Savannah with a good save. Out of position. Savannah was there for a second. There's a shot. Ooh, through traffic. Hawks trying to chip it out of here now. Bodie up the ice wall, and that'll be, nope, no icing. A lot of changes there happening. Omen reads that one really well. Goes off her stick, though. Cross ice pass. Good read there again by the Hawks. Hawks are reading the pucks well. Oops. Bad camera work. Omen surveys. Up off the boards. Nice deep drop in there by the Hawks. There's a shot. That goes off the goalie's pad. Save. Omen crashes down. Can't hold it. We got a breakout here. There's a shot up and over the net. Omen up to Johnson. Johnson surveys, turns back around. Off the boards. Here comes Butler. Butler surveys. Johnson and Omen working through just behind Omen. That's good attempt there. Puck gets chipped into the zone. Kohler and Callahan go after it. Who's centering? No one there. Moline comes screaming in. A little bit too late. Good play by Kohler to disrupt that zone entry. Nienaber trying to corral it up to Moline. Moline can't handle that one. Here comes Callahan. Callahan dangles. Has it come off her stick. That gets pushed back in. Butler settling things down. She'll throw it behind the net. Nienaber trying to dig it out of there. Callahan bodies up the Litchfield player. Moline can't handle it. Good stick work there by Kohler. Kohler trying to find Moline. She does. Moline dumps it in. She'll go off for a change. Hawks change a few there. Butler screams in from the bench, crashes in, keeps the puck in the zone. Here comes Litchfield. Ooh, they break out. Had a chance there. They missed that. Icing waved off. Greta Bodie, good hustle down. Armour trying to kick it up and out. Can't. Litchfield had a chance to get it deep there. They might regret that decision. Butler flips it up and out of play. Oh, and they're going to put that in the zone. Mm-hmm. Armour dancing in the zone, puts the brakes on, leaves it for Sturgis. Sturgis firing shot there. Armour and Sturgis working. Saved by Litchfield. 2:33 left here in the first. There's a shot, tipped, saved. Centered shot. Sturgis battling there, looking up to Butler. Sturgis finds Omen in the middle. Omen, she'll fire one. There's a shot. More of a tip there. Omen looking for a stick out in front. Pressure stays on for the Hawks. Omen flips it in. Shots now, I think is, oh, geez. Litchfield goes off the net and out of play in the zone, so we'll have a face-off in zone. Shots, if they're right, are 11-1. Hawks back in defensive position. Trying to get it out of the zone. Can't control it.
There's 1 minute remaining in this period.
Lizzie pulling it off the wall. Working the wall. Creating some space. Litchfield comes up with it. Lizzie can't quite control that one. The puck comes out. Greta battling. Litchfield moves into the zone. Neighbor in good defensive position. Cuts that off. Puck dribbles behind the net. 30 seconds left here. Centered. There's another shot deflected. 21 seconds left in this period. Lizzie with 10 seconds left. Let's see if she can do some magic here. Lizzie drags it in, fires it. Save Litchfield. Lizzie with a great chance. Another shot at the end of the period. Great save there by Litchfield. Lizzie with a prime opportunity. Shots 12-1. We'll be back. All right, start of period 2. Lizzie pushes the puck ahead into the zone. Moline after it. See if the Hawks can set the tone here right out of the gate. Puck comes out. Marion looks around. She'll float it back to Allie. Butler up the side of the wall. Kohler trying to dop it in. Can't. Ullman tries to push it ahead. Or that was Butler. Puck stays out there offsides. So the whistle will happen. We'll have a face-off right outside the zone. Face off. Hawks looking to control it. Looks ahead to Moline. Kohler couldn't quite hit Moline. Sending her attempt. Omen after it. Puts the brakes on. Looking up the ice. Oh, underneath Moline's stick. And an ice. Georgia Harmer taking that face off. Litchfield wins that clean. They kick it out. They'll drop it in. Neighbor behind the net. She loses an edge there. There's a shot. Save. Georgia Harmer digging that face off out of there. Sky Neighbor will pull that one along the wall. Up to Sturgis. Sturgis throwing it against the wall. Pushes into the zone. Gets cut off there. Sturgis looking up to Neighbor maybe. Nope, she wheels it in. On her back, fires one in on her backhand. Litchfield safe. Bodie. Butler. Out on the D. Hawks not yet on the power play yet, so we'll see if they can maybe generate some offense that draws a hook or trip or something. Got to show a power play off here. Bodie holds the wall, takes a shoulder. Good play by Greta. Love that play. Kate Johnson trying to hold the line. Can't dump it in. Gets hung up. Still after it, battling. They'll dump it in. That's Dempsey dropping it in. Malin Dempsey. Litchfield played behind the net. Goalie came out of the net for a second there. Johnson battling it. Oh, that's Terwilliger. Terwilliger loses an edge. She goes down. Puck's kind of caught. There's a shot. Good quick shot by Butler. Like that. Catching the goalie a bit off guard. Lizzie Callahan taking the face off. Let's see if she'll dig it out of there. Bad face off drop by the ref. Kind of came down at a weird angle. Hawks control it. Moline working through up to Bodie. Bodie fires one in, tipped out front. Hawks player gets tripped. That was Kohler going down. No call. I don't know if just her skates got caught up. Litchfield dropping it in. Savannah plays it behind the net. Butler off the wall. Butler up the ice. Oop. Butler did some pushing there. No call. That's good. Butler up on front of Moline. Moline fires it just wide. Moline had an open opportunity there. Good play by Butler against the wall to create a pass out in front. Callahan trying to dig it out of there. She does. Callahan spins back through to Allie. Butler's going to fire one in. Butler fires one in. Save Litchfield. And Larry will change out all five. 14-14 left here in the... Moline going to the box? What? Okay, Moline to the box. Hawks got to kill it off. Don't know what that call was. Didn't see anything. Nothing is announced yet. Oop. Puck's loose on top here. Litchfield passing it across. Omen closes out. Slashing on Moline. There's a shot. Deflected. Omen gets a stick on it. They score. Litchfield on the board again. 2-1. Both goals on power plays. Omen looking up the ice. And something's happening. Litchfield going to the box. Huh. Cross check. Number 15. Hawks lining up for their first power play. Lizzie can't control that face-off. Lizzie back on it, though. Omen kicking it forward to Lizzie. Lizzie angling. Omen on top. Throws it to Butler. Butler surveys across. Back to Omen. Omen will fire one in there. Save out front. Hawks need to capitalize here and tie it back. Up. Omen controls it on the line. Holds it. Back to Lizzie. Callahan to Butler. Butler surveys. Back to Callahan. Omen steps in. Omen centers it. Omen looking to Butler. Butler surveys. Omen fires one in. Low shot. Saved in the corner. Litchfield trying to get it out. Butler. Lizzie walking in and fired in. Fired in, Lizzie. Shot goes high and wide. Omen trying to control it. She'll throw it in behind the net. Callahan will activate. Control it. She'll throw it up to Butler. Nope, she spins back around. Callahan controlling it, walks in. Nice, calm kind of approach here. Omen, she'll push it in. Omen fires one in there. Save. Puck's loose, saved. Puck control by the Hawks. 35 seconds left here in the power play. Pass up to Bodie. Bodie drops it in. Bodie buries her shoulder down. Centers it. Puck's loose out front. And Litchfield able to clear. 20 seconds left here. Savannah plays that back. Pass up the ice. Here comes Harmer. Harmer dumps it in. 7 seconds left here. Bit of a hook tie up there. Puck was loose. Litchfield at full strength. Here they come. Bodie. There's a shot save. Savannah. Georgia goes flying into the wall. Looks like she's okay. Here comes Georgia. Well, that was maybe Greta going into the wall there. That's nice. Callahan taking the face off here. Hawks trying to pull it out of there, gets stuck by the ref. There's a shot. Lizzie, great shot off the face off. Goalie saw that one, fortunately for them. Callahan taking the face off here again. 11:16 left. Callahan has that one kind of flip off her stick. Woman's going to crash down on that one, hold the wall. She'll spin it back behind the net. Kohler back there with Moline. They can't. Puck just kind of works past them. Butler, good stick. Good red line defense. Puck's going to come in behind the net. Omen back up to Butler. Butler looking up the ice to Moline. Out of the reach, ice. There's been a few of those tonight, just out of the reach passes up the ice where the Hawks are just a stick off, basically, like a blade. A couple foot back here, and shots, though, are 19-3 on the board. I don't think it's quite, I think Litchfield has probably 6-7 shots, but they have 2 goals. Puck comes up. Harmer digging it out of there. Georgia flips it behind. Great move by Georgia. She's going to fire one in. Got deflected. She looks to center it. There's a shot attempt by Hendricks. Can't quite get that. Butler. Here comes a 2-on-1. Butler gambled up on top, but Nienaber there able to corral that and slow the rush. Puck comes back up again. One of those passes that the Hawks missed on there. Nealendahl after that. There's a shot that goes wide by Harmer, deflected. Good job by Sturgis, battling there behind the net. Dahl working, tried to get a stick on it, centers it. No one there. Nienaber, fire that thing in there right away. Nienaber shoots it, finds Butler on top. She'll fire one in there. A shot off to the side. Nienaber down into the corner to Harmer. Harmer looking. Johnson fires one in. There's a shot. Goal! Good persistent push by Johnson there, scoring. Hawks tie up 2-2. Hawks win that face-off. Game's 2-2 here. Johnson coming off that goal. Moves into the circle. Centers it. Shot. Hawks on the doorstep again. 9:24 here left in the second. 2-2. Butler throws one on net. Ooh, puck came through the crease. Butler controls it, throws it off the ice, and that'll be an icing. Off the wall. I mean, icing. Here comes a shot by Litchfield. They'll fire one in, high and wide. Savannah makes that save. Here comes Omen. She loses the puck coming up the ice, rebounds, pulls the puck out of there. Good chip up by Moline. Kohler trying to get it in deep. Still working the wall. Lizzie corrals it. Kohler pushing down. Litchfield digs it out of there. Butler now crashes down. Good play by Emma. Nice pass to Moline underneath Moline's stick. Puck comes in the zone. Litchfield changing a lot of people. Oh, Omen had a chance there maybe to come up the ice. Puck comes up and out. Puck stays in. It's not a penalty. Not a penalty. Oh, Litchfield snags that one. Owen pulls that one back up to Kohler. No icing. Waved off. Must have been tipped. Hawks go on the attack. Good job by Sturgis. Sturgis staying on the attack. They try to go up the wall. Omen plays it up against the wall. Puck gets by her. They'll recover it. Nice pass and out. Here comes Harmer up through the zone. Centering. No one there. Well, there was someone there. They're just had their stick tied up. Harmer drops it into the corner. Shot. Deflected. Nice play by Georgia. Working behind the net with Sturgis. Sturgis up to the wall. Bodie can't hold it. Bodie floats it back to Nienaber. She'll control it. Hawks trying to work through the zone here. Good play by the Hawks. 42, Elin Dempsey, I believe. Harmer along the wall. She's pushing. Holds the boards. Johnson works through traffic. Digs in. Pushes it behind the net. Centers it. Shot. Save Litchfield. Grinding out in front. Some pushing. Shoving. Hawks player goes down. Litchfield rolling around there makes the save. Hawks score! Malin Dempsey puts the Hawks up 3-2. I think that might be her first varsity goal. I don't remember her from last year. She's a freshman. That's awesome. Terwilliger rolling in. Action in front of the net. People on the ice. Terwilliger slow to get up, but she gets up. Here comes Litchfield. Nienaber trying to push it up through. Bunch of sticks floating there. Greta had a chance to get it out. Knee neighbor, again, off in front of the stick. That'll be a nice, again, another one of those passes just off out of the reach. So we got to continue to just slow it down a little bit. 5:20 left here in the second. Hawks up by 1. Face off. Penalty coming against the Hawks. Butler going to the box for a cross check. Interference. Interference. Face off. Lizzie. I think the Hawks control that one. Omen goes up against the corner there. Omen battling. Pushes it up against the wall. Hawks, good play there by Omen. Getting the Hawks out of the gun. Kohler centers it. Great play. Lizzie scores! Great play by Omen to start that physical play down on the side here to separate the Litchfield player from the puck. Kept on it, got it up, got it to Kohler. Kohler with a great pass to Lizzie, and Lizzie's takes care of that one. Great play by the Hawks. They go up 4-2. Hawks survey stolen by knee neighbor. She steps into the play. Hawks playing with a little bit of fire here. Omen defends that one well. She's trying to get around the corner. Pushes it up the wall. We got some separation of parts. Looks like Kohler put her shoulder down, and we'll have a 5-on-3 for a minute. We'll have a 5-on-3 for 51 seconds. Kohler got a little excited on that one, and we've got Butler and Kohler in the box. Butler will be in the box for another minute and 9. So 5-on-3. Hawks got to fend this off. He's got to win a face-off and get it out of there. Butler draws back. Puck comes out of his zone. Litchfield mishandling it. Here comes Litchfield up the ice with a lot of space, trying to control it. Good play by Kohler. Kohler battling. She'll flip it back in. Actually on net. Nice play by Kohler, shutting it down before it even starts. Litchfield bringing it back in. Nice play. Tipped ahead. Savannah hops on that one. Omen out, or Omen in. Butler out, Lizzie in. So we got 2D out there. Callahan taking the face off. See if Lizzie can win that. She does. She pulls it back. Bodie gets circled back up there pretty physically. Puck's loose out in front. Lizzie flips it ahead and out of the zone. Good play by Lizzie. Ooh, goalie kind of misplays it there. No big deal. Omen steps up into the play, drops it back in. Good read by Omen, shutting that down. Callahan in the middle. Omen kind of playing point. Omen shadowing there. Puck comes in. Bodie backs off. Lizzie on the attack. Now we're at 5-on-4 now for about 45 seconds. Omen floats it ahead to Butler. Butler drives in, centers it, shot. Save Litchfield. Good backside shot there by Lizzie. Hawks coming alive here. 2:54 left here in the second period, putting pressure on in a down a person situation here for the last few minutes. Lizzie trying to pull that face off. Back to Butler. Butler shoots it. It's tipped. Loose out in front. Callahan had a chance for a tip. Litchfield goalie jumps on that. So 2:47 left in the second. 29 seconds left on that Kohler roughing call. Callahan taking this face off. See if she can draw it back. Draws it perfectly back to Marion. Marion just pushes it back. Oop, Harmer down on a knee. Tried to keep it in. Hawks got to get back. They're still down a player here, but Harmer putting the pressure on. Drawing this penalty down here. Oh, shoot. I only have 5% left on my battery. Oh, man. There's a shot. That goes wide. Omen battling in the corner. I don't know. My battery's dead. I need a recharge between periods. Hawks at full strength. Kohler off the bench. There's a shot. Save Savannah. Omen out in front. Has the puck go between the legs there. Lost it for a brief second. Here come the Hawks. Here comes Georgia. Georgia Kohler centers it. Shoots it. Save. Omen on the doorstep. Looking for a puck to punch in, and we have a whistle. Litchfield saves it. So we'll have 1:56 left here. I have 5% left on my battery. It's Johnson driving in. She shoots. Nice juicy rebound there. No one on the backside. Center to Johnson backhand. Johnson digging it out of the corner. Centers it. Butler swipes at it. Johnson again with the puck. She's grinding. Takes a stick to the back. Centers it. Hits a skater out in front. Puck's loose. Oh, up and over the net. Johnson again working out in front. Just digging. Terwilliger digging. And I think the net came off. So we'll have a face-off here down in the Litchfield zone. Hawks putting 3 goals on the board here in this period. I think it was 1-1 after 1. So good period here. Puck's loose. Moline tries to chip it to herself. Can't. Here come the Litchfield. Oop. Good play by Kohler. Dove down. Played some D there. Here comes Kohler. Up the ice, Kohler throws it up to Moline. Can't hold that one. Moline after it. Trying to dig it out of there. Callahan on it. I'm sorry, she's not on it. Moline on it. Bodie elects not to come up on it. Good separation there by Allie, as in skating through the stick. Callahan. Moline trying to corral it, can't. Butler surveys, looks up the ice. Nice up the ice pass, hits Kohler. 25 seconds left here. Kohler been on the ice for a bit. Oh, centering, nice play. Lizzie shoots, scores. Lizzie, give her some space. She buries it. Boom. Callahan scoring out in front. Hawks 5-2, 17 seconds left here. Neighbor pushing it up. Elin centering it. Callahan with her second goal. 5 seconds left. That'll wrap up the second period. We'll be back. I need to turn this off, but just check into the stream in about 10 minutes, and we'll be back. All right, Hawks starting the third period here. 5-2 Butler throws one in, hits Moline. She goes down. Allie making a move. Fires one in. Lizzie scores. There's number 3. Hat trick for Lizzie. Number 3, Callahan. Off to the races.
Hey, do you need some help with that, buddy? Want help next time? Yeah, now you sound like me.
Hawks pulling away here, 6-2. Hat trick for Callahan. Sturgis working through up to Butler. Butler makes a miss. There goes a stick. Butler flings it ahead. Puck's loose. Gets pushed in the corner. Sturgis working on it. Good play by Dempsey. I'm sorry, that's Dahl. 42. I'm working on numbers. C-plus start. Knee neighbor twists it around. Throws it up on against the boards. Trying to pop it out of the zone. Harmer working. Litchfield with a shot. Up and over Savannah. Here come the Hawks. Out of the. That's icing. Missed a stick there. Hawks working the neutral zone. They get pushed off the puck. They drop it in. Good play. That's number 9. Dempsey. 9 is Dempsey. 42 is Dahl. 9 Dempsey. 42 Dahl. Okay. Up to Bodie. Bodie couldn't quite get full stick on that. That puck goes into the corner. Butler retreats. Callahan back on the ice. She's having a hot start here. Callahan puck on stick. She works in, dangles through, dices through some Litchfield. Tried to find a player out front, couldn't. Up to Butler. Butler, she'll rip one off with a lot of space. Shoot that, Allie. Fired it in. Scores! Allie 5-hole. It may have been tipped. Butler drills that one for her first of the year. 14:30 left here in the third. She goes through the line. Callahan taking this face off. She pushes forward. Butler throws it to Bodie. Bodie to Kohler. That's a nice. Oh, no icing. That's good. Moline working behind the net. Butler trying to push down Kohler. She activates. Kohler rips it away. There's a shot. Nice play by Kohler. Good strong stick game there. Kohler, nasty stick lift. .14:07 here left. 7-2, I think. Callahan. She'll dig that face off out of there. Gets tied up. Litchfield controls behind the net. Callahan. Omen pushes down. Omen throws it back into the corner. Finds Kohler behind the net. Callahan controls it. Looks across. Callahan to Kohler. Kohler up to Omen. Omen walks the line. Back to Kohler. Kohler. Callahan shoots, save. Can't give Lizzie that much space. She'll bury that stuff. Lizzie, Kohler, Moline will walk off there. Lizzie had an open net there. That was more of a hit the goalie, so good shot by Lizzie. She's warmed up. Face off there, controlled by Litchfield. Omen speeds after it, looks up the ice, peels back around, trying to find a forward. No one there. Still digging behind the net. Puck comes out through the neutral zone here. A little battle on the red line. Good play by Harmer. Sturgis trying to hit Dahl. Litchfield brings it in. There's a shot that goes up and over the net. Omen pushes it up against the wall. There she goes. Omen with a breakaway. See if she can bury this one. Omen scores. Omen dialing it up, getting one in. 12:25 here left in the third. She'll be happy about that. I was going to say it'll be a good car ride home, but I don't have to drive her home anymore, so I guess she'll be driving by herself. Hawks go up 8-2.